How's it going, YouTube? Happy New Year's Eve. I hope everyone had a great Christmas, a wonderful Thanksgiving, and just a good holiday season in general. Been a while since I've hollered at all you folks, and I wanted to take a moment and say thank you all very much for every view that I got this year, every new follower. I really do appreciate it. This is not a channel, like I said before, that I'm here to try to make any kind of money with it or become some huge amazing YouTuber or whatever. It's just for fun, but every view matters. It means something. I do appreciate it, so thank you very much. And I hope everyone had a good year. My year was, well, it could have been worse. Could have been better. I think for all of us it could have been better, but it could have been worse. And in general, I have to say it wasn't a bad year overall. Things could have gone better truck-wise, of course, but it is what it is. Survived, stayed in business. Life's not too bad. But speaking of being in business, this 2024 was the first full year of operation for me as an independent motor carrier with my own operating authority. And I have to say I'm very proud of having made that happen, having sustained my business for one full year under my own operating authority. The market has been tough, but I've been able to find work. I've been able to make money, meet all my obligations, still have some fun here and there. There were some trials and tribulations. I had to change trucks this past January. Didn't want to, but it was one of those things where my old truck, my Kenworth, it decided it needed a lot of work, and it was turning into a shop queen pretty badly. And it's like, okay, it wasn't worth it to invest the money into it that it was going to need to remain viable for another 2-3 years. So let go of it. Didn't like that I had to, but did it. Now I've got an international LT, and I have to admit I have been surprised at how well the truck has run. It's got the Cummins motor, so it's a bit more of a reliable general platform that everyone's familiar with. They know how it goes. It's easier to service in theory. But in general, I've been surprised how well it's done for me. There have been some gremlins and some issues along the way, but you can't avoid that with used fleet trucks. Unless you get lucky, you're going to have to deal with some kind of gremlin some kind of way at some point. Out of the gate, I had to go back into the shop for 2 weeks or 3 weeks, I think it was, in February, bridging February into March, to get some work done to correct some issues. And I had to fight with the warranty folks on whether or not, what needed to be done was covered. Ended up not being, so that was a problem. Got through it. Then I had, just different little mechanical things had to get taken care of. I had to get some EGR piping replaced. Had my DEF pump seal and filter replaced after Thanksgiving. But I had to wait 2 weeks to get that job done because mostly I was just waiting my turn in the shop to get it serviced, because none of the shops in my area that work with my warranty company just had the flexibility to get me in and get me out and get me back on the road. So that was an issue, but it comes along. Stuff happens, and when you're dealing with your after treatment system, you want those gremlins taken care of. You don't want to have those things lingering, because they can be really not fun really quick if you're not careful. But trials and tribulations abound when you're an owner operator. You just gotta grit your teeth and get through it. And speaking of gritting my teeth and getting through it, despite all of my woes and trials and tribulations of the year, I still managed to roll 97,000 miles. And I haven't looked at my total year-to-date earnings or statements yet, but did okay. I'm ending the year, as far as I can tell, in the black, because there's money in the bank, so that counts for something, right? Whether or not the tax man will agree with me on that point, well, we'll find out when it comes time to get my taxes sorted out, which of course is coming up a heck of a lot sooner than I want it to, but that's just the nature of the beast. Time marches on, stuff's got to get done. But yeah, in general, I mean, the year wasn't bad. Had some trailer issues that I thought were way worse than they actually were, so I'm kind of annoyed that I didn't get those issues resolved as fast as I otherwise probably should have. But on the other hand, the abundance of caution, I think, benefited me because, I didn't suddenly have a problem that was going to cost even more money to fix. So, find that silver lining among the black clouds, right? But looking ahead to 2025, I am expecting it to be a better year in general because there seems to be a belief, especially the cover for Landline magazine, the OOIDA official publication. They are of the opinion that we are coming out of the freight recession and we're going to be heading into, a much better economy when it comes to freight. Now, I haven't read the ins and outs of that. I hope they're right. I want them to be right. Everyone who's a truck driver right now wants them to be right, especially the independent owner-operators like myself or the small fleets that are they're hanging on by their fingernails to stay in business, to try to get through these doldrums and get back to the good times. The expectation, however, as I've mentioned before, is that we're going to have some headwinds to start 2025. I mean, we've always got the post-holiday hangover slowdown in freight. We always know it's coming along. We always know January is, it's a slow month. It's just the nature of the beast. People have already done their shopping. Now they're paying their credit card bills. So, they're not doing a whole lot of immediate shopping. But then, it picks up as time goes on. So, we'll see how it all shakes out. But once we get through that January slowdown and we get back into more of a general year of operations, I'm hoping that everyone's hopes comes to fruition, that we do get better rates, that we do get a healthier freight market, that we do get what we need rate-wise to offset the cost of fuel. I hope fuel costs go down, because even if rates don't go up, if fuel costs go down, even to pre-Ukraine war levels, that's going to be a lot of savings for a lot of folks. That's going to really make some differences for a lot of people. And even that would be a welcome change of pace. But we all know we need rates to go back up. We need to see some increases in the cost, not the cost, but increases in the fees that we are assigning, generating, collecting for the movement of freight in order to sustain our business models. And hopefully the incoming Trump administration will prove healthy in that regard. But, time will tell. But with that being said, I do have strong hope for 2025. I am looking forward to the year. It'll be my the summer of 2025 will be my 6th anniversary of being a truck driver. It's hard to believe it's been almost that long already, but time flies when you're having fun, as they say, but also time flies when you're not having fun, because time flies because it hates us all. And there's the lame joke of the day. But with that being said, once again, thank you all, each and every one of you, for every view, every time you've watched my videos, every new subscriber, all of my longtime subscribers. Thank you all very much. I really do appreciate each and every one of you. Though the vast majority of you I will never know, meet, or encounter in any capacity outside of our digital realm. And I really do hope you had a great holiday season. I hope your 2025 gets started off really, really well. And I hope we can all have a good year, because people seem to have lost their joy, their spark, their verve, their zest from life, as it were. No one seems to be having a lot of fun right now. Hopefully we can all get back to a time and a mindset where we're having fun, we're enjoying life, we're being civil to one another, we're accepting one another's differences, we're disagreeing in a respectful manner, and we're putting away the knives, the swords, the guns, until we actually need them for an enemy that deserves such attention. Because right now our friends, our neighbors, our colleagues, they don't deserve that. So let's all try to be friends. I know, tall order, big ask, but still. Thank you all so much for watching. Have a happy new year. I'll see you down the road.